Hello there, it is I, Thin Diesel. No relation to Vin Diesel or Ben Diesel or Johnny Diesel or Diesel Nuts or whatever the hell weird ass diesel things that exist out there. And today I am going to let you guys know about my retirement Rocket League along with a myriad of other online multi what a shot online multiplayer game. Uh, so I've come to the decision that Rocket League, among other multiplayer online games, competitive ones, esports, blah blah blah, are just no longer for. I've been on the fence about things. Give up. I mean, I stopped playing for a while to come back refreshed. Then jazz for a little bit. Then I play it, and I'm just go again. Kinds of things. This is kind of like this video right here is the gameplay from hours ago. Wasn't the best uh, video, so I decided to redub. I decided to redub, or not overdub, not redub. Like started to overdub my original voice because I was missing the microphone and I was way too focused on the game. It's hard to do both, even with ADD and ADHD and the ability to multitask. Sometimes it's not great when you're doing a competitive game. You need like the focus. So yeah, back to this pseudo retirement slash why I'm going to stop playing this uh, permanently. Hopefully, it'll probably be. I know how much you go freaking trying to get back to the level I'm at right now, and it's not even that great of a level to be on. She's just passed out laying in front of me. I hate her. How adorable she is. She's my baby, my little baby. You know, here she is, my little baby. Move that out the way. Move it out the way. Adorable little baby. She's just curled up in a little ball asking for the pets, and I can't give it to you right now, baby. I am recording a video. Do it right now. I'm recording a video about why I'm leaving the old Rocket League, among other online multiplayer games. So yeah, after like 2 years, I had put this game to bed. Uh, Mostly because I burned out of it. I was a constant problem. Uh, brain, braining it trying to play this freaking game, just really hardcore. And I was an Xbox One controller I was using at the time. Now I'm on a 360, no problems at all, which is great. And then nice thumb grips. But yeah, so Rocket League. Um, I got back into it and starting enjoying it in fun competitive aspect. Kind of miffed that snow day is kind of been at the way. One of my reason why I actually started playing this game was because it's snow day, but the way they gutted it and treated it, my boy, the way they treated my boy, stopped playing and not a fan of the way it's all set up now. I also miss trading. Trading was taken a long time ago. And aspect of this game, and I miss it more and more. More season passes they come out with, more more decals and tires and all that jazz that they keep releasing. I miss the trading aspects so much more. Dave, God, buddy, got myself. So yeah, they got rid of all the things that I loved about this game. Kind of got rid of or kind of bastardized. But just keep playing. Get better, blah blah blah. Really put some effort into learning some of these mechanics and just overall trying to enjoy the game. So yeah, after getting back into it, I set a goal for myself to reach the diamond level, which I did about last week or the week. I'm not sure, or not reach the diamond level. I've reached diamond level, but actually get the diamond. You get diamond and then get those rewards and get those beautiful, sweet, delicious rewards that we all work so very hard for. Which is freaking experience in itself. One of the last portions for me to one of the last hurdles for me to get to those diamond levels was just no longer playing with random players and playing with switching to switching or finding the actual teammates to play on a consistent basis, or putting at least a team together to make a few runs a day, or every few days make a run. Um, so that involved me going on like Reddit, seek out teammates, and the hard part is finding teammates that you mesh with and that you gameplay wise and verbally. Which the hard part was trying to find those that you have fun with. So I did that, and they got me past the last leg, getting to the diamond level. I'm sure we can actually probably go further than that, just based off, or we could have gone further based off, being able to communicate and doing those kinds of things. But I'm a random player. I play at different times of day, so it's not very. I'm not a very consistent uh, teammate in that regard. That I'm not going to always be around the same time every day. I try to be work among other going on dates. Going, there's a lot of things that go into being an older gentleman, a single older male. Uh, in life, I mean, I got a home, I got so many chores to do. It's a lot. So trying to dedicate those hours a day to play with a team is a lot. Getting to diamond required like 2 seasons. For me to get a diamond required like 2 seasons of a few hours a day playing. I did do a couple practices, but I usually like to do in-game practice for myself, just because game playing the game helps me grow more than kind of sit back and watching people do things and me type a nice shot up there. I think, two, if I'm not mistaken. That was like the last 9 shot, and then it just goes to hell after that. But uh, getting into that, it takes a lot to just. My goal is again get the diamond, and got the diamond. Diamond to me is just slightly above average. The slightly above average, um, and that's my goal in most things. Slightly above average. Anything that I engage in, I want to be slightly above average. I don't need to be the best in the world. Anybody could be anybody could be the best in the world ever. What's that quote? It's like there's only a few great ones, but it's great at the right time. And I like to be great at the right time. Sometimes it all takes is greatness for about an hour, being great, being the great one, and all blah 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 whatever. Um, but I've realized the amount of effort that I had to put in just to get diamond. Getting to the next step of champion and grand champion. Basically I'm never going to be a pro player. Like I said, I'm on a downturn, man. I'm not going to get any. I can get better at this game, but finite amount of years and months and whatever. Oh, fuck what a term. That I'd have to put in just to get to the level of champion, grand champion, being consistent. That's never gonna happen. Not the way I play, go about my life. It's just not something there, and that aspect is I know once I start going towards that level, I'm not gonna enjoy it. Like I barely, I barely enjoy. Oh, it's like I enjoyed lots of different aspects of this game, but the dislikes outweigh the likes of it. So my enjoyment level is at a negative aspect, and that's mostly due to the oh god, only do so much when you're hitting the ball across the middle. See, very critical of my teammates, but ball across. Yeah, terrible pass, terrible clear. But yeah, so the level that I'm not going to be at and things that you have to experience in this game. Like I said, I put together a pretty solid crew. Occasionally play the game, but it's not consistent, and I'll still end up playing with random like I am now because you know time of day that I decided that I want to play and no on, and I'm not going to seek them out because I'm a INTJ introvert. I don't want to work that hard to find players to play with me, so that's on me. Obviously, that's on me. But it's like, what is it? I was like, I'll get stuck playing with randoms because that's just how my life shakes out when it comes to gaming. So, trying to play with these randoms, the problem is very, very hard. People always have a game you have a different skill up of every single bounce. Every single skill level is different. Uh, everybody's skill level. Ooh. Uh, everybody's skill level is different. We're on the same ranking ish, but you know our levels of skill are different. Maybe he excels at wall jumps, or maybe he's better at flying, but not good at defense. Blah blah blah. I don't know that going into the game. They don't know my skill levels in the game, and we got to figure out how to mesh for about 5 minutes, game time, pull out the dub. But or seeing things like that, you're like, what the? I think I got what 50 points in this game. I'm not overextending myself because I don't trust my teammates. Then you got to constantly reset that trust each game because you don't know what your teammates are gonna get or what they're gonna do, or they suck like what I just did. What the I thinking? You don't know what's gonna happen, and you get frustrated playing with these random. And in turn, sometimes these people are extremely toxic, and they make the game that much more harder to play or that much more difficult. They're toxic people. Wow, wow, wow! What a save! It's your fault. No, it's your fault. They're like, dude, I don't want to manage people's egos while trying to play where we're goal is for us to come together and get a W, but we're all yelling at each other or we're all frustrated with each other. But it's easy to be, it's easy to say whatever you want about. It's easier to be negative and say negative things about somebody you don't know because you know there's no repercussions. That shot. Oh, there's no repercussions involved in this, and yep, I love it. I got that's toxic in me. Yeah, you wanted to forfeit, so let's forfeit, and now nobody wants to forfeit. That's funny. Oh, what happened to that energy? See, right there. That's the toxicity. That's the mindset that I kind of go through sometimes when I'm playing with these randoms, and that's not something I want to do. Or that game you want to. I don't want to play a mental game like that with my own teammates. You just want to get the dub, and sometimes you'll do weird things. However, like I said, it's not great for the mental. It's not great for the mental. That's like just for an hour. Only imagine what happened. He's toxic. Yeah, it's mentally draining. Not so fair. I can be, but my emotions aren't the worst. I can control those, especially my older age and light maturity. If I was younger, I can only imagine what I would be like in my early 20s. I would be a monster, horrible, horrible, horrible person. Because I like to snap. Grew up in an era where we were snapping on people, in a fun way. Your mama's so fat. Cholesterol is disco. Something stupid like that. Your mama's so your family's so poor. I asked to use the bathroom at your house. Your mom gave me a shotgun and a flashlight and said, "May the force be with you." No, we snap. We used to snap on people all the time and just put each other down, but like in a fun way. So I'm used to, going tit for tat on people, with verbally abusing them in a fun way. But people are here doing it in a fun way. They're doing it in a very demeaning way because they need to feel stronger. They need to feel like they're in control of something because real life is not that great for them. So they be mean in this game, or they try to put you down so they can feel better about them because the only thing that's gonna make them feel better about their life is to be down in a freaking video game, which is at a macro. Is it a macro? At a macro level, it's just really freaking sad. And I don't want to hitch myself to the kind of lower myself to these kinds of things because so much more life than just my escape, which is supposed to be fun and engaging, is not. This escape to Rocket League is not fun and engaging. It's frustrating and annoying. And I know it's more of a chore with the higher I would try to go. So, along with the toxicity, me just not having the energy to keep going any higher, and I know if I this becomes a lifelong that you have to put into this game, and it's supposed to be just fun for a little bit. And I still been drawn to the competitive aspects of games. So this is just one of those where it's just like, what do I, how do I get off? Gonna really my neurons make me enjoy things. Oh, we're definitely gonna look like it already. I can tell, but way too high up on this. I think I was chasing him. that ball and then kind of get centered and down behind them because I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, back to it. The amount of time it's taken me to get to the diamond level, and then the reward system kind of whack. I feel like after all these hours, I should get something better than an online little banner under my name. Wow, you get a freaking banner. I can't take that banner to the bar, restaurant, or to the gym and be like, "Hey, girl, check this out. I'm a diamond one, level two. I've got a green diamond banner from tournaments that I won. Want to go ride in my Hyundai? The doors aren't automatic, and neither are the windows. You're gonna have to crank that yourself. Hey, you'll have nice forearms for night after this one healthy drink that we, or one nice little alcoholic beverage. You're not gonna do that. Not gonna be sitting out there in the library going, "Hey, girl, yo, I'm a diamond ranked player." So there's that aspect. If I was an NFL player, I'd be like, "Yo, wide receiver, girls be all over it." But esports, shit. I want to find the guy who's not a pro player that's just be like, "Yo, I spent I spent 5 hours a day playing this game, and this is what I have to show." Banner. Want to hop on this D? It's not gonna happen. The same for it's just not gonna happen. It's just not that, and that's not a reason to play a game. But I'm just saying, in the real world aspect of it, this absolutely nothing to only to people who play the freaking game. Okay, so those accolades, all that hard work is just gonna matter to like million people that play this game, and even then, if you're not ranked higher than them, they're definitely not gonna give it. So that's like half the player base. That's most of the world. Are you're gonna have to use that to make yourself. That banner is just gonna mean something to you, only you at the end of the day, and I don't give a fuck about that. I mean, it's cool to have, I guess, but it doesn't. It's absolutely nothing. And then I just spent 60 hours this month playing. That's the estimate. I don't know how many hours. But you spend this much time playing, and all you got to show for is fucking banner and maybe some heightened hand-eye coordination. And hopefully, the hand-eye coordination makes you better at fingering people. Whether it's male, female, or whatever you're into. Hopefully, that translates, and you say, "Girl, I learned that from fucking Rocket League." Okay, that flip reset double or whatever the hell those moves are called. That I learned that Rocket League, but yeah, that got you an orgasm. That's that would be literally the only silver lining. Um, but does it prove video games do prove hand-eye coordination, and that's great. But I'm not. I can't believe you spend X amount of time playing the game. All I have to really show for it is and maybe some nice decals and banners, and maybe some fancy tires. But what also sucks about that is because the trading used to be so much fun. You used to get such cool things, and you'd be so excited to get rare items. Everything just kind of pops in the shop, and they want you to spend money on it. They want you to spend money on the season pass. Spending money on this, you're spending money on that. And you're working your ass off. In aspects, you're working your ass off, and there's not much to show for it. Okay? Other than they get more money from you because you spent X amount of dollars. I mean, you'll end up spending X amount of dollars if you want some stuff. You no longer trade for it, and everything you get in this game is basically you gotta spend money to. You gotta spend money to like you actually get a blueprint, but then you gotta spend money to unlock it. It's kind of ridiculous. That I gotta spend more money after spending so much time to get stuff, and then it's random, and it's not so random, and it's very predatory. And I can only imagine what it's like for younger children that are playing these games. They feel like they have to have these. Don't need 99% of this stuff they give to you. You just need a car and some skill, some kind of skill set, and play the game. So yeah, and I work in marketing, so I kind of see. I'm very cognizant of what I'm looking at when I'm playing these games, and when I'm engaging in these games because you can see the predatory nature of some of these companies. Big, notorious. I guess Fortnite, blah blah blah. People trying to blow me up is hilarious. Uh, I'm a freaking executioner with tons of demos. I mean, you'll blow me up, but sometimes I purposely run into people so they blow me up, so it throws them off. I'm aggressive. it that way. I freaking love demo fights. Passionate. Oh, passion of mine. I love it. I'll talk more about my, execution. And here, I think we're about halfway ish, halfway ish. But yeah, bear with me. No, bear with me. I'm just spitballing here and trying to get my thoughts out of why I want to stop. Take a quick swig of water. It seems that we won this game. Definitely gonna lose the next one, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so so we'll sum up this what we talked about shortly, or what we've been talking about so far. I've been talking about so far. Took about 2 seasons, a few hours every day. Finally got to my diamond rank. Going past that, I'm not gonna dedicate any resources. I'm not gonna dedicate hours to just kind of sit where I'm at now in the diamond 2, diamond 1 ish range. Not on this one particular platinum, but the people I play with could probably help. The other guy, something like that. That's basically what I'm playing with. But uh, another aspect is, like I said, the game is very toxic. Players' base is very toxic. Goes along with a lot of most games. But I wanted to go back into like time sucks. Other games that I've played, like I used to be a big fanatic, and I used to be in sports. Former athlete, blah blah blah. Used to be really, really into. That's why I'm so competitive. My life, but and transition to stationary sports player, esports player, because no longer my knees. Gone, man, my knees are fucking gone. Old as shit, dying. Y'all, I need help. Uh, losing teeth. Everything's going apart. Everything's falling apart on me. But yeah, as big gamer, big sports player. So EA Sports FC is what it's called now. It used to be called FIFA. Fucking hell. I used to love playing just regular FIFA, and back to the days, like I think I started FIFA '06 or '07. I discovered it in college. Some friends that were sophisticated and refined, they introduced me to it. I immediately fell in love. God, that's such a terrible face. Just throw that message out there and apologize to everybody. Yeah, fire me. That was just stupid. But yeah, I huge FIFA head up playing '07 is when I started. A couple years in college, and age of dating myself here now. But the online play back then was, you just pick the team. I think my team back then was Liverpool. Crouch. Peter Crouch was my man, and I love playing as Liverpool. And the only online multiplayer game mode they had was you pick your team, and they pick their team, and play against each one. One, that was it. Okay, that was it. That was the only game mode. Now it's got Ultimate Team, which is the game mode. It's not even like football. It's not even soccer anymore. I mean, they still have those pro games. I guess the pro club. I played that for a little bit. It was enjoyable. Having to put it so exhausting. Esport, playing like we're in real life or something. I don't want to practice. Like I said, I don't want to have to dedicate time to playing games of that nature, and you gotta be on time, be online at a certain time, play your game, blah blah blah. But Pro Clubs wasn't terrible. I actually pretty much enjoyed it, but always that one. Everybody. But the big thing about EA Sports, it's called EA Sports, I think, is I stopped playing maybe 2 or 3 years ago. But fuck my team bad in this game. But the focus now is Ultimate Team, and the problem with it, if you know anything about Ultimate, you get cards of real life players, and those cards to build a team, get online against, and they put their cards together and they try to put together their best team. The problem, I'm not jumping up to stop that. It's not happening. So, and then you put together your team and you go out there and compete in online seasons, and then, or online, or I guess season mode, rise up the division ranks, and if you are good enough, you can get enough points and play in the weekend league, which is big kids mode. It's where, the best compete during the weekend. once you, if you qualify for it, you play against, then you guys get some super duper cool rewards, you know, better card packs and blah blah blah. Problem with the freaking game is, you know, you work your ass off, hours a day grinding to get these special packs and unlock these packs to get better cards, blah blah blah. But you know, you work hard, blah blah blah, and then you get to the weekend, you take your best team and you try to fight. Problem with that is, uh, and this is part of, like, you know, online gaming as a whole. A lot of people go online and watch streamers and Twitchers and all that jazz and follow what they're doing with T. So whatever, you know, their formations, their players, people play exactly like ever. It's almost feels like people play a lot. Of the majority of the people play exactly like everybody, like they're, you know, certain, you know, YouTubers or players, whatever. We have to have this exact formation. They find the OP formations. They find the OP players. So it's not even about like kind of having, you know, it's supposed to be fun, but it's more of a grind fest, and you just feel you have to do this, have to play this way, and you have to do this to get the rewards, and you have to get the rewards. And what happens when you get the rewards? You feel better about yourself for about a minute. You feel better. You feel good about a minute. It's like, cool, I packed this card, and then EA goes and releases a card that's exceptionally better than that card, you know, a week later, and I, I spent 10 hours playing this game, and this is the card I get. Um, and like, you know, and just for them to release another card that's slightly better that anybody can have, so you don't even feel special anymore. It's like you don't feel, it doesn't feel great because, you know, EA is just gonna release another card ever, and that's just fired. It's YOU apostrophe RE, and you're like, fuck, I worked my ass off just to get, you know, to get this card just so then release another card, or I worked my ass off to finally get these decent cards just for some random person to pack that card and get it. Then you realize that all the cards are pretty much the same anyway. It doesn't matter because you could just go on YouTube and pick, you know, find that YouTuber and just use their special formation, and it gives you a slight boost. And then you just follow all the skill sets, so you play exactly like this person plays, and that's how you're gonna win. Or you find how to game the system, and you purposely find a way to you abuse mechanics and you abuse the skills, so people who try to play and enjoy themselves are getting abused by other players because these people are abusing the crowd and mechanics, and they're just, they have feel like they have to win, and it's no longer fun because you have to find mechanics that counter those mechanics, and it's an endless cycle of bullshit. Meanwhile, they keep releasing all these card packs, and if you spend $10, hey, you might get a super duper player that's totally going to take your team to the next level. Only for you to realize, you know, way down the road that it really doesn't make that much difference anyway at the end of the game, because you can freaking buy a boost card that's going to boost your actual player card and make your stats comparable to the other player's stats. So why would I spend all that time trying to get that best player if I could just boost the stats to make this player equal? And it's a random player, I don't even know who it is, but I'm going to have to play with this card because this is how I compete in this freaking game. And it's just ridiculous how much work you have to put into it. And then the gameplay is not that fun. So at the end of the day, you're mentally and physically exhausted, working your ass off, grinding and grinding, and it's no longer fun. You're just kind of going through the motions because what the fuck? The fuck? I'm just trying to get enjoyment out of it, but you, there's a lot of parameters that just are meant to go after different parts of your brain. You don't realize it until you take a step back. You know, the dopamine rushes and all that. You got to really take a step back and look at the picture, why you're doing. Are you enjoying? You have to ask yourself, are you enjoying? I realized I am not enjoying playing FIFA anymore. I'm not going to play Ultimate Team. They're not going to spend any money on career mode, which I enjoyed the most, manager career mode or player career mode. They're not going to invest any tools in that to make those games any more fun. So you're stuck playing a game mode that you don't really like, or in my case, I don't really like because they've gutted everything else that I liked about the game. So why am I still playing this game? So I stopped. I said, fuck it, I'm not playing this game anymore. And that was probably one of the biggest revelations. Kind of started me real cognizant of. Well, yeah, I didn't think I started being real cognizant of what I did, what kind of games I play, and what I do, and how I spend my time playing it. Because I don't like it to be a chore or a time suck. I want to get enjoyment out of everything that I'm playing. And if I'm playing a competitive game, I want to enjoy being a competitive game. I want to be enjoy the competitive spirit. I want to enjoy the competitive spirit of the game, but at the same time have fun. If I'm not having fun, but I'm being competitive, uh, then I think I'm wasting my time and I'm not happy. I'm winning, but the winning is fleeting. The feeling of winning is fleeting because I'm kind of just going through the motion. I'm competitive and I want to feel. I'm not having fun with this shit. It's kind of like when I quit baseball with high school, played freshman year, and that was it. Then I joined track where I had infinite amount of fun. Everything I did in track was just amazing and fun. I spent maybe 12, 13, 14 years playing baseball. Started in T-ball and all the way up because everybody in my family played it. Thought I was having fun. Got to high school. I was like, this shit ain't fun. I'm sitting down here in a field getting stung by a bee. Play with a bunch of people I do not like. Everybody on my baseball, except for like one person. I did not like any of them. Like playing with snobs and rich rednecks. It was not a fun experience. Didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy the actual sport anymore. I don't like having balls thrown at me and sitting there and trying to swing. It wasn't fun to me. Joined track, became a pole vaulter, triple jumper, sprinter, 4x1, 200 meters, 400 hurdles. I did all kinds of things, and it was fun to me every step of the way. It was fun. Um, I loved it. Absolutely freaking loved it. Uh, and you search for that kind of feeling, something that you absolutely love. And I had that for a while playing Rocket League. I realized how much extra time that you're gonna have to put in. I don't have, I guess, natural skill inclination to go to the highest levels. I know that. Um, but if I'm treating this game as a competitive game, I would want to excel and get to the. But there's no enjoyment for that, so I don't want to. God, he's sick. I'm not gonna get to that level in this game. It's just not there. It's not there in my brain. I'm not as in CS2. I'm not a Donk or of a Taz without the skills. You guys get that? Uh, so, Kitty, we'll get to that in a couple minutes. I gotta finish. Relax. Both of you. Yeah. So again, it's the end of the road for me in this game. End of the road for me and Dick. That's not the one you saw earlier. One's this one who's getting old and can't shut his mouth up because it can't go outside and play with friends. Um, well, I really tried to enjoy these last few games, which pretty fun. I had fun trying to get to the end here. A couple dubs, teamwork makes the dream work, but it's time to put that away in the aspects and time to grow up a little bit more. So yeah, it talks community, uh, the amount of work you have to put in to get to a certain skill level. How much do you really want to get to that skill level, and are you having fun reach that skill level? Um, Reward system. Care for it. I don't care for the predatory nature of free to play games, especially looking at you, Fortnite slash Epic. Um, Looking at you, PUBG, with your season passes, with these skins, and then taking away my favorite freaking map. Like, stop with that. The only reason why I started playing PUBG was Haven was so much fun to me. I love the aspects of PUBG, or looting and get guns. Oh, in a minute. Love you, but in a minute. I'll be in a minute, buddy. And you know, I know that companies got to make money, but they do it in such a freaking diabolical way. It's uncool what they do. Uncool. It's uncool, and you sucked everything out of what video games used to be fun and slightly competitive to now it's just cash grab, constant cash grab, which is these are the kind of games I want to avoid as cash grabs, free to play, especially, and in finding ways to have fun in these. So yeah, that is the part where I want to avoid the shitty grind fest aspects of it all and the hours of dedication for no payoff. There's really no payoff to doing what other than I'm wasting time until I get under the grave. So I'm gonna step back from things like this, uh, away from the grind fest, away from the shitty attitudes, away from the predatory practices, the annoying players that you encounter. Um, Again, looking at you, FIFA, terrible. Call of Duty. I used to love Call of Duty. Freaking great times. Call of Duty World at War is my all-time favorite. It we just work to unlock the guns, prestige up, and you're like 40 prestige. And at the end of the day, you're playing with your friends, and you're like, bro, I'm prestige. I'm prestige 500. Love unlocked all the sweet gun skins, and those things didn't really matter back then. You just wanted to rank up and then unlock all the weapons. Ultimate weapon. Put your ultimate or no, you put your your best. I guess you're put together your best. I don't know what the word is. You just have your favorite set of weaponry and skills or whatever that game works. Damn cat, he is something else. He really is. So it made me lose my train of thought. So you put together your your loadout. Yes, that's the word, loadout. So you put together your loadout, get out your favorite loadout, play the game. I love MP40, and just go at it. And I guess games, the yearly release schedule of these Call of Duty games. FIFA was the same way. Sports games do it all the time. NBA 2K. Yearly releases, WWE 2K. Uh, the yearly release schedules are really annoying, and I'm not shelling out 60, $70 a year plus may up towards to 90 if you want the special edition pack with the extra special edition stuff, special edition creation WWE character, blah blah blah, or special edition boost packs for FIFA. Started and you get the legend card, blah blah blah. That doesn't really mean anything towards 3 months, 2 months into the cycle. God, the power curve. People mention the power curve in FIFA. If I heard the word power curve one more time, man, I was just done. Couldn't take it anymore. Fucking hear power curve this, power curve. This card's part of the power curve. This card isn't part of the power. This card isn't worth using. Or it's not OP. Blah blah blah. I'm just I play with Mario Balotelli and Lucy, my favorite players, and I couldn't. At some points, you couldn't afford them, or the card's limited time, so you gotta make sure you can. It's a lot, freaking a lot. And I don't want to be I don't want to subscribe to it, part of it anymore. Just better ways to spend your time. But yeah, so that means I'm putting games like I might play a little bit of Counter Strike. Freaking hackers, the online gaming community really fuck a game, and predatory practices of certain companies can really fuck a game, fuck the enjoyment. So that's why I try to. I like to play older games. And that's probably what I'll be uploading. Probably from going forward is just older games I like to play. Like I like a good XCOM run once a year. I love a good RimWorld Colony once a year. I like playing Bioshock occasionally. NCAA football 14. Play Road to Glory for a little bit. So I'll be an ADD gamer, but for games that the aspect or try to play, enjoy the time. I am a lot of V Rising. I'm gonna get back into Rising. V Rising is a great one. What else do I got here? Go through this little list. Little list here. 2K, I miss on predatory practices. Like Outlast, Party Animals. Maybe. If I'm gonna do an online competitive multiplayer game, it's probably that weird Ubers. a lot of Civilization games to play, but it's too much. A lot of work. I like to pick up and play. So maybe Rocksmith. That's just for myself. Redemption. Holy crap! What a terrible game. I'm sorry. It's a very beautiful game, and it's a beautiful game to get, but it's not fun. It's like playing a movie buttons too. Um, you know, I might pick up PUBG. If I play V Rising, I always end up playing PUBG, and I coordinate. Love shooting sniper rifle, camping for like an hour while I do something else, just sitting out in the field and then just sniping somebody. A lot of fun to me. Uh, there are a lot of things I don't like about PUBG though. Again, the season pass, the grinding to get a weapon skins. They're really pushing those weapon skins. These and you gotta spend a lot of money just to get a freaking reskinned car. How much you spent like $40 or $50 just to get a lamp truck in the game? Not even the car, but the truck isn't even that great. But it costs like still can't believe I spent however much that's truck. Just because I wanted a nice truck skin. Like, dude, that's such a huge waste of money. And again, I can't go to the club, can't go to the grocery store and be like, hey girl, yo, I got a Lamborghini skin for PUBG. Is that a video game? Yeah, girl. Turn you on? Video game? Yeah. And you have a Lamborghini skin. What is that supposed to? I don't know. Turn you on, I guess, because it's a Lamborghini skin. Really? Oh, really? Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Um, Now I have a cool skin to drive around in, and not that, not even that great. But you spend that money because you feel like you have to have it. Feel like you gotta have these skins. No, you don't. Uh, and I definitely am more aware of what I'm doing in these games now. And I just try to abstain from games. Like I want to get back into PUBG, but at the same time, it's just like to bombard me with stuff that I do not want and take away my favorite map. What the fuck? Who does that? Take away my favorite map in the game, man. Ugh, terrible. And then just getting back into the games that I probably will continue playing on is XCOM, like I said, V Rising. It's gonna be up there, especially when they get the new release. Maybe a little Tekken, maybe a little Soul Calibur, a little Lethal Company, but not too much Lethal Company because that feels a lot like work. Grabbing loot and putting it on a ship and trying to survive. I know it's the game, but fuck, it feels a lot harder and more stressful than actual work. So trying to have fun with that. Left 4 Dead 2, I'm gonna make a couple of runs. I love the feeling of completing all the chapters in one day. It's just a fun way to escape. So that's a fun way to escape for me. Maybe Fall Guys. Escape from the back rooms I need to complete. Dead by Daylight. I hear that's an online game, online multiplayer. I had this game for like 2 years. I've never played it. Downloaded all the free stuff that I gave with the game, but I just never play it. And I love horror movies. I love horror movies. I love horror, blah blah blah. But I just don't do it. Among Us, I might get back into just because I'm kind of a very sneaky. And I got Amnesia that I need. So I got quite a few games I need to finish. Some games I want to get back into, but I know that's not going to be Rocket League. I know it's not going to be PS2. I know it's not going to be FIFA. I know it's not going to be a lot of these online multi games. It just can't be. Not worth effort in my eyes for myself going forward. Other video games I feel like I'll be a gamer playing Nintendo and Nintendo games for the days, but I can't keep going for coalitions am I going for it. But yeah, that's my spiel. Gotta be done with it. Gotta be happy about it and gotta find new ways to occupy my time. Something that's gonna benefit me, make me happy, not feel such a chore. Uh, oh, well, analyze. Let's go ahead and analyze this game. It's up 2-0 already. like a couple of people on their team have already quit. This is the toxicity that I'm talking about. Like, see here, let's go back, a few. I want to start from the beginning of the game. We're joining up, and this is a great example. I just can't. So we're about to start this game here, right? Face off. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Final game. I win this, I quit. That was my initial thought. So it was like, yeah. One guy's not moving on their team. What do? We got a guy on the right. Pop it up. Going. Guy's still not moving. Free goal. Like, what the fuck, man? We're in a competitive game, and Bruce Banam is not playing. Why aren't you playing in a competitive game? And if you're not gonna play, why are you freaking here, man? Are you here to get some shitty rewards, and you're just gonna idle the entire time? Fucked up. It's a fucked up thing to do to your teammates, especially random teammates. No idea what the hell he's doing. Not communicating to anybody. I don't see any messages popping up saying, "Hey, my name is Bruce, blah blah blah," and I'm not gonna. Wait, I get it. He's like, "Hey, I am just gonna idle here. Screw you guys. Doesn't matter." So now look at us. I get all the demolitions I could ever want and need. Demoing people. Boom. He's trying to run. Got him anyway. You can't get away from me. Just can't. So yeah, you got one teammate. You got two teammates getting blown up left and right because I'm evil. And then you got this guy, Bruce Wayne, who refuses to look through anything or leave the game being a straight dick and balls all the way. And you can only imagine what the hell's going on. Yeah, we'll take advantage of this. I fully take advantage of this because I've been on the other side of this. Guy won't quit. Guy's not playing, period. And he was never going to play. Look, I already got an extermination in 1 minute. And it's just like, wow, why are you playing this game and you're ruining my fun? Or my attempt to have fun. My attempt to be competitive. Not even, you're idling during the game. Cool beans, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can quit and take a 5-minute timeout. You could try to play 2-on-3, which only goes so far. But and then you're trying to rank up. You're trying to level that you want to be at, but someone will keep you down random. So you got to go find a teammate. You got to find humans to play with because this guy's. You encounter dicks like this who don't even attempt to play. They're just idling so they can get time played and get whatever the fuck they're. I don't know what this guy's trying to do, but it's like, why? You suck the fun out of it for literally everybody. Teammates, people that are playing against you that are trying to have a fun, engaging game. And now we're just stuck kind of going through the motions because, hey, one guy decided to kind of ruin the game for everyone. And that's kind of the problem with multiplayer games. As much fun as you can have, there's always one person that can literally everybody else. Ego, dirty. He likes to toxic little bastard. Griefing wants to be a griefer. It just it's not fun to deal with. Period. I mean, you can get past it, and it's not indicative of every game, but at the same time, it happens a lot. Not just sometimes, but a lot. And if you play enough, put enough hours, and you're just like, fucking. I don't like to attach my enjoyment to players. I mean, I don't want to attach my enjoyment to other people who can easily take that away from me. Trying to enjoy the game, because I trying to enjoy the game. Relax, take fun, take a load off, and they're fun suckers. Suck the fun out of your game. Nice shot though. Come on now, that's a nice shot. And then fun suckers, and they just ruin things. So you got, see, he's leaving because the fuck am I supposed to sit here for 5 minutes because the guy's not gonna play or quit? Just watching it and being, luckily I'm on the other side, but still it's frustrating sitting here watching a guy sit here. And now we're gonna probably think what happened here was one of our teammates try to keep us from scoring, which is smart. Let's just get this game over with and go to the next one. But for me, it's my swan song, so I was trying to For a minute there, I was trying to score as much as possible and get the MVP and go out on top. But you know, you can't always go out on top. Sometimes it's good to just go out with all your limbs intact, so to speak. And I thought that was a nice pass, but nobody was there. No one was there to score my sweet path. Did my best. Open the net up. I'm gonna get me some. That's for fucking sure. And I know I'm talking in circles here and saying the same thing over and over, but and just imagine being that guy that just sits there and doesn't, there and griefs the entire team because he's kind of a dickwad. Knows what the hell he's going through. Maybe he had to take out the trash. I don't know, but he's not quitting. He's not leaving, so he forfeit at any time. But he's not going to. That guy. And you get tired of playing with those kind of people over and over. And for private game, I don't like to jump through. It's just not in my nature. So sadly, or not so sadly, it's time to move on. So this is the final game that I playing for this, and I will be moving and just continuing on playing some of the games that I do get enjoyment. Get back into some other activities outside of gaming that I enjoy, like drumming. You can see a little rolling kid behind me. Playing guitar, left-handed over there in the far corner there that I'm not going to show. I'm okay. I'm an okay guitar player. I'm an okay drummer, but it's actually fun. You know what? I can take that to the club. Hey girl, melody, my guitar. Like, oh my gosh, Thin Diesel. What's your name? Maybe we should stick. Is everything thin about you? Pretty much. Ring dingling. We don't talk about stuff. But something that you could be proud of, that you could share with the masses people engage with every day. Nobody wants to hear. It's there. That shouldn't be a reason not to play a game, but like at the same book about your video game prowess unless it's another fellow video game player. And I do have a lot of friends that do play video games and talk about certain things. Even sometimes when I'm explaining things, this is lame. It's my enjoyment talking about it to some people, not enjoyment for them. Um, Shut up. So I have my activities for myself. Okay. Love you, but you're annoying. Come here. Oh. Is that why that hatch is trying so? Oh. You don't want to be on camera? Well, then fuck you then, kitty. So yeah, hit the gym up. Start eating a little more healthy. Uh, and just play new games. That was final one, the final game. A little underwhelming. Didn't get MVP. Love to have got that MVP. Didn't get it. Didn't even have a very competitive Platinum 3 Division 2 jump. It's a great place to be. Great place to be up there. Feels good. Blah blah blah. Feels good to be better than at least half of the players in the game. But at the same time, there's just a lack of enjoyment. Null and void. And we're putting this game to bed again. And to sum it all up, I enjoyed a lot of time playing this game. A lot of ups, even way more downs than ups. Had a pretty car that money on, $10, $20 just to unlock. I'm just like, fuck this shit. Just got the fancy cars. Go through all that, all the stuff. Boring, personal favorite. Got my I really love this car skin. It's really cool. I love it. Got to go through all these save for them. Like, why? Why am I paying for this? Why am I going for loot pass? I can't equip all that shit. Can't equip every single thing on the game at the same time. You just can't. Got a Snoop Dogg car, cool. I don't care about 90%, 99% of the stuff in here. It has nothing to do with the game. It's not gonna make my car better. Of it makes me a better player. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't really spend a lot of time looking at my skin while I'm in the game anyway. So it doesn't matter. No. So if you find aspects of this video helpful, if you're kind of like on the fence like me about certain things, gaming wise, you just why do I do? Why do I play this? This is it's good to reflect and take some introspection, and figure out why you do the things you do, and make sure that when you're gaming, that you're having fun first and foremost, and you're not treating it like it's not like a chore or a job for you. It's fun. Look for the fun in gaming, and if it means you have to go back to playing Super Nintendo or uh, Sega Genesis originals, OGs even further back to Atari, and you playing those types of games on ROMs, if that has to be it, that's what does it. You can see some stats here, juggles and blah blah blah, and demolitions. I really wish I could have got to like 100 exterminations, but I didn't. I do have 10,000 demolitions, and I enjoy every single one of them. So that's my favorite aspect of the game is actually demolitions and the occasional assist. I'm a really good assister. You can see my win percentage all time, matches played, goals, assists, shooting percentages per match average. I love to get my teammates involved. I'm an exterminator. I'm a person that likes to get teammates involved. I'm box to box. What I enjoyed most about this game. So, in conclusion, that's that. This is everything about Rocket League that I love and hate. So, that's the end. No fireworks or anything like that. No Irish band or Scottish band playing the bagpipes for me. Nothing. It's just, hey, a nice little send off and maybe something I can revisit in a couple of years and saying, hey, I remember enjoying the crap out of that game. Why didn't I, or why am I not still playing it? And I can watch this video and see exactly why I'm not still playing this thing. So, if you took the time to listen to me, watch this video, then more power to you. But take care. I'll see you guys in a different video game going forward. Au revoir, my friends. Au revoir. Rocket League.